Right, so after 3 awesome nights at El Questro, it was time to pack up and start heading towards the end of the Gibb River Road. So we sorted everything out, but before we could finish off the road, of course, we wanted to go to Emma Gorge. So we popped in there before we finished.
It's a pretty good gorge to go in. Its only thing is it's very cold. Right at the end, very cold. But yeah, there is a little secret little hot spring that Kate found, so definitely go and look for that one after you have a cool dip.
So we made it into Emma Gorge, and it is well worth it. It's only about an hour and a half or hour walk to get in here. Not too rocky, but still class 4. Yeah, very beautiful.
Found a little hot spring that comes out the side of Emma Gorge here. So Ari's now found his little spot. Is that a bit nicer, girls? Yeah. Just comes out from a little crack in the wall, from a little bit higher up there. Just runs out here through a nice hot spring. And it's perfect. Ari, is it nice? Yeah.
River done and dusted.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little over 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Just heading off to Kununurra now, so back on the blacktop, which is great. Smooth roads, no more corrugations. Yes.
But the roads weren't that bad, were they?
I mean, they're all expected to be rough in any way, but no, it was really good. Really good trip.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely worth it. Definitely need to be prepared though. There's not a lot of places to get food. You can get water nearly everywhere, like all the stations and depot sites and things like that. You can get water.
Fuel as well.
And fuel. There's a few fuel stops along the way.
Around, so it's not too bad.
But yeah, like definitely a different sort of road than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like I thought it'd be more like a 4-wheel drivey type track.
It's just like a big
dirt road with corrugation.
And you branch off and go do things off the road. So yeah.
So what was your highlight of the trip, hun?
Mine would have to be catching a barra, the first barra.
You're gonna give away your secret location for that?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, there's no. We're at the El Questro campsite, and we've got reception and someone's calling me. It's first. Yeah, we're at the back of our campsite. We stayed at that private little camp spot, and there was a river running behind it. I think it was the end of the Pentecost, or was it a little
the Pentecost, yeah.
part of the Pentecost River. Scored a 69 centimetre barra out of it. We couldn't get anything else out of it for the next couple of nights. So Dean and I went down there a few nights and still couldn't pull anything out. So he was probably lost, or just gave up on life. That barra was like, stuff this. So. But yeah, no, that was my highlight, was catching that. So tick that one off the bucket list.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Catch a barra, so I'll still keep trying. I'm gonna get a meter one now.
You gotta feed the family. Gotta keep feeding the family, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, El Questro I think was a good. It was up there. It was really good. Really different than what I expected.
Was great. We might even come back there, I reckon, when we come back.
Yeah.
Be easy enough to take the van there, won't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You?
Not the cold pool.
No, some of the pools are really cold, but I mean it's winter and it's.
We've just been at Emma Gorge and the kids thought that was far too cold in there.
Yeah,
it's all shaded throughout that part of the pool at the end of the gorge, but it was still pretty. I actually would have to say that my highlight might be, although it was hard work and we took 4 kids up to the very end of El Questro Gorge, I think it was a really good achievement and I was really proud of everyone. So
yeah, that was
good reward at the end. It was a beautiful waterfall. Mark might stick a picture up to show what the reward is at the end, and you know, it just shows that it can be done with kids. It just takes patience and time and tolerance. It doesn't. They don't have to stop you from doing it.
No, that's it. It was a pretty sketchy in parts, climbing up really steep rock faces, but like I said,
we had to climb up a face of a waterfall, sort of, or to the side of the face of a little waterfall.
Yeah, but I mean, you have enough help there and people are helping out. It's it's very doable. If you're on your own with kids, I don't know, maybe I don't know.
No, it's up to people. However,
it's at the discretion of you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I felt really proud of all the kids for that and for our group, and I quite enjoyed that little.
Yeah.
You know, you felt like you'd reached a place that not many people will be able to say that
they've been to.
Conquered, and it conquered, in a challenge of a group of kids. So that was fun. I enjoyed it. I was bugging, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we were the last ones out, and it was pretty much
on dusk.
It was like you couldn't see it when we got out to the car park, so we were just quite lucky that
we timed it beautifully.
Yeah, we got out just on time, so that was good.
Yeah. But I mean, it was everything was awesome. You know, there was nothing that we sort of said, like Mitchell Falls, fantastic.
Yeah.
The kids loved the helicoptering. You don't have to do it. It actually wasn't that hard to walk in and out of there. You could easily walk in and out of that in a day. But it was just beautiful to look at Mitchell Falls. Pity you can't swim in the pools in the falls, but there are designated swimming areas, which are great anyway.
Yeah.
So that was great. That was worth going up there. The road in was a little bit slow, but certainly wasn't an issue.
Deal breaker.
No. So that was amazing. Loved Bell Gorge. That was so cool going down into there. But yeah, it was just great. Do it. If you ever get the chance, do it. Don't put it off, because it's not something that is unachievable for most people who have an idea of how to drive on a dirt road.
And the amount of cars we saw that were like, you'd look at them going, how the hell did they make it in here? And they're still just chugging along, like, smaller, littler, those all-wheel drive cars, things like that. They just bang through there. So yeah, it's not like you don't have to spend big money on your car to get in there.
No. What sort of average speed do you reckon we did along?
Probably about 70 to, I think 70 to 80.
Yeah.
There were spots where you're stuck behind people that were doing 20 k's an hour and they were just shaking. Like this.
It's not.
For some reason, they think going slow is better on corrugations, but it's not. You need to pick up a bit of speed. But anyway, that's a different story. But
so we comfortably sat on that.
Yeah, most people were pretty good too. Like you call them up on the two-way, and they'll let you around, or you just you pick your spot and just shoot around and just be careful. But,
and what sort of air did you have in the tyres doing that?
I think we ran 20 in the fronts and 25 in the rear, so not super low, but.
And had no issues with the tyres?
They're only 33s. Dean on his cruiser ran, I think, 15 on the fronts and 20 on the backs, because he's got the 35, so he's got a lot more tyre there. And he didn't have, he had a flat,
one
but that was a stone through the sidewall, so that's, or a rock through the sidewall.
But also his tyres were a lot older. He's done a fair few Ks on them. So.
But anyway, so drive the conditions, put your tyres at the right thing, and just, take spare cabin filters if you've got them, air filters, because they will just block up really quick with dust. So I did a bit of a thing on our air filter, and it just shows you how quick. Like that's only 2,000 k's or 2,500 k's I think on that, and it's just absolute choppers. So take a few spares with you, and you'll be fine.
Cool. All right, so on to Kununurra now. Staying there a few nights, and then we are going to go down to the Bungle Bungles, and then heading back to Kalgoorlie to get the van.
Yeah, to start again.
And it'll be a whole different place where we go from here. It's going to seem really weird, because we're going to go from being up in the Kimberley back down to being near Perth and heading up the coastline. So should be right.
And not being in Swags will be good. So
not being in Swags.
Spent 3 weeks this trip, and then we've done about 2 months in Swags, so on and off. So glad to have our proper bed.
Be the end of the Swags for a bit.
Yeah. Anyway,
alright, cool.
Onwards and upwards.
That's the Gibb.
What do you think, kids? Enjoy the Gibb?
Yeah.
They haven't stopped colouring in the whole time. Somehow on the corrugation.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And we gotta buy more colouring.
We've got to buy more colouring.
Yeah. Alrighty.
That's it then.
That's it. Gibb
Gibb
done.
River, done and dusted.
Good
Sign it
job.
off.
Yep. Come to check out the Ivanhoe River Crossing. So we're going to just go have a little squizzy. There's lots of people fishing here and cars are constantly going backwards and forwards. So I thought we'll come down and have a bit of a look and then cross over it.
Sounds
Pick
good.
something else off the list of what to do in the Kimberley, hey?
That's it.
Cool. Let's go have a look. Come on, kitties.
Oh, that sun.
Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Come on, dude. Keep up.
What do you reckon, Ari? What'd you say?
This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I can see a car go across it.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Gibb, yeah.
So, doing the Ivanhoe River Crossing.
Oh, that sun's got some kick.
That is certainly bright.
Wash off a bit of the Gibb.
Yep. D-Gibb.
Smells like it's plain in it. Alright, so we finished the Gibb, stayed a night or two in Kununurra, and now we're heading back home, but we thought we'd swing past the Bungle Bungles National Park, come in, check it out, check out all the rock formations and walks and things like that on the way back home. So yeah, here it is.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Like you're almost walking under the earth. Millions and millions of years of river rocks running through here apparently. Makes them all round, and then they get compacted to sand, and when the water all dried up, it's left these beautiful structures that look like all these gorgeous stones have been stuck in the walls. It's pretty cool.
I think spiders like to stay in the pool. Butterflies in the spider.
There you go. And also the temperature down here has dropped about 15 degrees from outside.
Yeah.
Absolutely like chilly. Yeah, it's quite good after a bit of walking.
So completely different sort of thing to what we were seeing on Gibb River Road, hey? Like different gorges.
Yeah, different gorges. They're just all different up here. You can't just ride off a gorge and say, oh, it's just another gorge walk. They're all different.
No, it's worth going and seeing them all if you've got the time, because you can just get there and think, wow, that's not what it was going to be.
So good. Alright, we'll go to the end.
What? We have to go to the spider.
Keep going. When you think it's the end, keep going. Opens up into a lot more. Yeah, you're nice and skinny. Daddy might have to suck it in. They've had a few rock falls come down by the look of it, so you're always risk in here. Could always score a movie deal if anything like that happened anyway.
Oh, here's the ladder. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. I was going for that dude who got his arm caught and had to cut it off with a knife.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Right, we're on to the next one now. We're doing the Mini Palms Trail.
And the Keffords have left their Medicare cards and other cards on the track.
Oh,
They have been taken to the visitor centre.
When was that? 3 PM on the 14th of July. So,
That was a while ago.
it's currently the
22nd.
22nd or something. So yeah,
Anyway.
they're knackered. All right, here we go. No drones, which is sad because I'd love to throw my drone up and have a look at this. But anyway, let's go on the Mini Palms Trail.
In the great outdoors,
Motivational, fast walking music.
forever
The film.
you and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
There's lots of riverbed rock again. Wear good boots. There you go. Don't let us down, Cam, or I'll be coming for you. fair bit of climbing. But there's also some aids here, which is good.
How you going there, Mark?
Oh, stairs. Love it. Wow, have a look at that. Bit of drum music. So apparently this is a ancestral thing for Aboriginal birthing, is that right?
Yeah.
Midwife Kate.
Yep, so I was quite intrigued to come here because this was apparently an old birthing site for Aboriginals back in the day. So there would have been lots of different generations come through here. All the maternal elders would have come in here and helped birth the babies, which I imagine sort of down in that little cave area down there. So it's quite cool, quite eerie, and I can see exactly how spiritual it would have been in here doing that. It's actually quite touching.
And it's quite calming when you don't have kids screaming and carrying on as well.
Yeah.
So
No, that's really nice. I'm really glad we came up to the site. I can see how nice that would have been. Not going to make me have another baby though.
nope, that boat sailed.
But that's pretty cool. I'd also say they get a lot of water through here too, the way that's all washed through.
Yeah, fairly washed out. What do you reckon, Asta? Pretty cool?
Pretty cool, but very hot.
It is hot, but it's nice and cool in here now when it's in the shade, isn't it? That's the thing with these walks, you get really hot coming in, but then as soon as you get in the shade, it cools right down, drops about 10 degrees. So anyway, that's that. We'll walk back and
Very cool.
head back to the next one. Let's go.
Excellent.
So I got up this morning, we packed up camp and everything like that, and we're just heading to the Bungle Bungle range and to see the ovals, I think they call them. Domes, sorry, domes. And as you can see, it's pretty spectacular. We'll be going into a gorge walk this morning called the Cathedral Gorge. It's meant to be really quite spectacular. When you get to the end, it's a big like amphitheatre sort of thing with a bit of a water hole in it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to check that out. The roads in here are pretty rough, so yeah, just drive the conditions as always. They don't actually let you take your camper trailer into these gorge walks, so if you're just coming in for the day or if you're coming in before you park up to camp, you've got to drop your camper trailer off somewhere. So just a bit of a heads up for that. But anyway, yeah, it's really good. Love it here.
Falling down, isn't it?
So looks like most of the walk in is old creek bed, but it's not like river rocks. It's quite nice, hard rock, easy to walk on. So we did the Cathedral Gorge today and the domes, and yeah, very happy with it. Very cool walk. The cathedral is incredible. It really is nice. The water in there is a bit stagnant and old, but yeah, the cathedral is really nice. And the domes just gives you a bit of an idea of how these actual domes are formed and a bit of explanation as to why they're formed. But yeah, there you go. There's the Bungle Bungles range done. Anyway, we're packing up now and we're going to be heading back home. So that's it for our trip. We're done. So all up, we did a lot of Ks in a lot of time, short amount of time. 3 weeks, I think we've done about 7,000 or 8,000 Ks. So it's a lot. But anyway, we'll just leave you with the gorgeousness of the Bungle Bungle. B-roll again because Asta's talking smack.
Talking about if she fell down a broken ankle, what would happen?